Okay, I'll just say it again for the recording. Today we'll be doing our little floor bar sequence kind of class, and we need a bunch of stuff. We need all of that. No, just kidding. A block, a roller, a ball if you have it, and a resistance band. Da-da. Okay, so why don't we go ahead? Let us get started. Come up to your mat and lay down on the floor. My thing here. We're going to go down on the floor, and here's where a ball is optional. If you want to do this on a ball, go for it. If you don't want to do this with the ball, then don't use the ball. Place your ball underneath your hips on your sacrum. I am so proud of you all. You all have all the toys. That's so fun. Okay, you can have your hands on the side, and just on your inhales, you're going to arch your back. This is why the ball is so fun, because you just get to roll on it. And on your exhale, you're gonna tuck your tailbone under up to the ceiling. Just that. We're doing our pelvic tilts. Inhale to roll, to arch, exhale to tuck. If you don't have a ball, this is all okay. In either case, try not to engage your glutes just yet, and keep on going. We're just warming up our lower abs. And sometimes the ball likes to roll out of place. Don't be afraid to just like fix it anytime that you need it. And you can always bring your hands on top of your hips to really feel those lower abs working. Your hip flexors might be playing a role in here as well. Once you had enough, come back to a neutral position, which is neither tucked nor arched. You're going to inhale in here, and on your exhale, bring your right knee up to the ceiling onto a little march tabletop. There we go. Come back to the floor, and then do the next. Inhale towards the floor, exhale to lift. If you can keep those hands on top of your hips, so you can really feel those cute little muscles working. Your hips, this is the fun part of the bowl, because we don't want our hips to move. So you really have to find the stability on the leg that stays. And because the bowl is unstable, it makes it funner. If you want an added challenge, every time you come back to the floor, lift one heel down off the ground, basically do those marches with only your toes on the floor. So your heel is not on the ground. Yeah. And just to make this balletic, make a point of pointing your toes, not pun intended, every time you lift that leg. A little bit of the next variation. On the next time you bring your right leg up, heel stretches to the ceiling, opens to the side a little, and comes to center and lower. Inhale for left, open, close, and center. Inhale on the floor. Exhale to push, open, close to center. Do not let the knee that stays open to the opposite side when you open that leg. A couple more in here. Good job. And open and close and come down. Bring your feet down, your heel down. Before we're going to The fun part of this, we're going to inhale in here, and on your exhale, open your right knee to the side. We're dropping the knees. Inhale to center. Exhale, open your left. Don't let your hips move or roll to the side. Inhale and open on your exhale. Every time inhale to center. By this point, your lower abs are nice and toasty already because they've been doing all the work on this series. And keep on opening and close. Yeah, beautiful, everyone. Same kind of deal with the leg that stays. It's really attaching to the floor and giving you the resistance. That's why you still have your hands on top of your hips so you can make sure that one is not moving. Once you had enough in here, come back to center, and this time stretch both legs long to the ceiling. You can bring your hands down to the ground, and if you have a mat, do that thing where we are trying to rip that mat apart just to leverage off the floor. We're going to inhale, and on your exhale, lower your right leg down to the ground and come back on a bent knee and stretch to the ceiling. Inhale here, exhale to down. Inhale up to ceiling. Exhale, next leg. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Well, we're alternating legs, and you want to go all the way to a little hover off the ground. Especially fun if we have that ball because we can go a little bit lower than we will if we didn't have. Carita, if you don't have a ball, you can do this, guys, with a block underneath or a roller underneath. Yeah, there you go, girl. Join us for the fun. If you want to have a little bit more challenging version of this, do 2 legs at a time. Inhale up to the ceiling, exhale to lower. Inhale, bend your knees and lift your heels. Exhale to lower. Inhale to bend, heel low. If you didn't feel your lower abs before, hopefully this will do the trick. Continue. A couple more times. And for the last one, come back all the way up with your 2 legs. We're going to do inhale to switch. One leg opens to your face, the other one a little bit longer to the floor. Switch once, switch twice, and then circle around. And switch once, switch twice, and circle around. Switch once, switch twice, and circle around. Keep on going. Every time you want to lengthen the back of your legs, it's almost like you have a little thread under, like inside your legs that just wants to pull. And when you go around, you want to start warming up that turnout. Keep on going. Yeah, feel how your hip rotates inside the socket. And once you had enough, bring it all down to center. Feet on the ground, lift your hips up and come back down to retrieve your object and come back down. Just give a nice little shake. Extend your legs for a nice little shake. Let me see what's next. Oh, toe tap. Oh, we didn't even do toe taps. Oh well. Come up to seated just for you to watch. This is you're gonna use your roller for this one, and we'll go into our plies and grand plies. This is some of my favorite exercises, as you know. We'll have the roller underneath our calves, and we'll leverage from the floor by putting our hands down. And for this exercise, basically, we're going to do 2 demi plies and 1 grand plie, and that's it. The catch here is that you have to have your hips lifted off the ground for said plies and grand plies. What happens sometimes here is that your legs start spreading wide apart. That's okay. We'll bring them back together. Yeah, don't worry. Shall we? Ready? And let's do prepping 7. Lift your hips off the ground. 8. Demi plie on 1 and 2. Stretch on 3 and 4. Demi plie 5 and 6. Really trusting those hips up to the ceiling. Grand plie and 2 and 3 and 4. Stretch your legs and lower your hips. And let's try again. 5, 6, lift off the ground. 7, and a demi plie. And then stretch. Demi plie. And then stretch. Grand plie. And 2, and 3, and 4. Go down, stretch your legs, and hips go down. Ready for third time. And 6, and 7, lift off the ground, and plie, and stretch, and plie. Let your gravity stretch. Let that gravity do its job. Plie and grand plie, I mean, relax the front of your hips, really engage those tushies, and stretch, and come all the way down. I lied. Let's do it one more time. 5 and 6, lift off the ground. 7, and a demi plie, and stretch. Demi plie, and stretch. Grand plie. There you go, Carita. All the way down. Relax. Stay here. Stay in your grand plie for a second for me. And really engage your glutes so that your hips lift up to the ceiling and relax your knees. Yes. Now, I want you to look at this because this is as much turnout. This is your natural turnout, and I think you can still do a little bit more, some of you. But in class, when we try plies and grand plies, this is what they should look like. How about that? And stretch when you are ready. Awesome, everyone. Shake your legs. Moving on to our little tendus. For this one, we'll use, again, keep the roller, keep a block, or, oh wow, super frozen. Hello. Or a block. Or if you want a more challenging, know that whatever the less stable surface, the more challenging it will be. So if you want a more challenging, go for the ball. Bring your TheraBand or your loop and loop it onto your ankles this time. And we'll just do for go for tendus. Same kind of deal. Your hips are going to be lifted off the ground for all of this. And that's it. Tendus to the front side and back. Great, everyone. Oof, beautiful. Ready. Bring your hands on the ground. And 5 and 6. Oh, sorry, I'll wait. There we go. And 5 and 6. Lift off the ground your hips. 7. And with your right leg, turn the front. 1 and 2. Close it, and 3. Not too high. And turn you. And close. And turn you. And close. And turn you. Lower all the way to the ground with your left leg and hips together. Turn you left to the front and down. Make sure you're pointing your toes as you lift and flexing them as you come down, because this is a time view after all. Up and down and up, all the way together, down to the side, to the right, up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up. Lower everything. To the left on the side, up together and down. and up, and down, and up, and down, and up. Lower everything. Very, just very quickly. You can ditch your block for now or your roller and roll onto your side. We are, you can have your arm as a pillow on the side, or you can just be lifted. Find your first position. And here, your toes are just on the floor. It's all good. And same thing, make sure that you're thrusting your pelvis forward so that you can access your maximum turnout. We're going to do from here, coup de pied. Okay, that's maybe perhaps let's go to up to our thighs on this one. Yeah. Good idea. Good idea, miss. We'll go into a retire. Coup de pied. Retire. Stretch it out. And then lower. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Down on 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, and the 3, and 4. Down and stretch. Find your parallel position, and we're going to do something very similar. Coup de pied on parallel, retire on parallel, open it up, just the top leg, and lower and down. Close it and down. Same thing. Up and 2, open and 2, close on 2, and down. And up and open and close and down and up and open and close and down. Shake it out. Come back to your back. I will not do to the back today. I'm not feeling anything to the back today. So come back to your back and bring your feet on top of your block or your roller. And we'll do on the other side, we'll do exactly the same thing, but with dégages this time. And then we'll flip onto the other side for our retires. Ready? Leverage from the floor. 7, and lift your hips on 8. Starting with your left, out on 1, down 2, and 5, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7. Lower together, right, and down, and down. Just just a little bit sharper. Up, together to the side, and down, and down, and down. Side, lower together to the side, and down, side, and down. When your toes a little faster, down, up, together. You know what? I want to repeat this one. Ready? 7, again. 8, up to the front and down. A little bit sharper and not too big, down. We're still dégagé, up and down and up, together, up and down and up and down to the front, up and down and together to the side and down, down, side, down, side. Together last time and down, 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 down. Together. Roll onto your side, onto the other side that you haven't done. I will flip so that you can see me. Woo! Great. Notice how all of these things, we do it when we do our ballet class. And with having our hips off the ground, it really helps with that trusting of the hips that I talked about all the time. And yeah, we'll try to feel this during class next week. Okay, first one, open your feet into your first position. And up, do make sure that your bands are up to on top of your knees, onto your thighs. And let's do our retire coup de pied. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Extend to the ceiling and lower. Okay, that is some of the counts that I did before. Let's do 1 and 2 all the way to retrograde. Stretch 3 and 4. Bring it in and slide down. And 1 and 2. Stretch 3 and 4. Bring it in. Stretch down. We'll do it one more time. 1 and 2. You're trusting your hips forward still. 3. Stretch 4. Come it in and stretch down. Parallel. Up to your knee on 1 and 2. Open your knee to the side. 3 and 4. Close it in and lower. And to your knee. Make sure your abs are engaged. And close. You're not just lounging in here. And last time, up and open and close and down. Shake it out. I think I lied to you, everyone. Let's just do a little bit to the back. Roll onto your belly. I'm sorry, but just for a little bit. We'll do the same thing, just the tendues, 4, 4, 4 to the side, 4 to the side, and then dégages, and that's it. On another note, every time that we are onto the side, the best way to know if you're actually engaging your abs is if you can see a little bit of light on your waist. That's how you know that you're actually engaging. Just so we know. Okay, find your first position in here. So you are pressing against the floor with your hip bones. Your pubic bone probably is also touching the floor, and your heels are coming into a first position, and you're in a turnout position. Yeah, you can stay up in here. You can go all the way down into the forehead on your hands. Ready? Let's just hand you, starting with your right, up on 1 and 2, down on 3 and 4, up on 5 and 6, down on 7, up on 1, down on 3, up on 5 and 6 and 7, other side to the left. Hand you and down and up and down and up and down and up and down to the side, up and down on your right, and out and close, and out and close, and out and close. Last time on the left side. And we're hovering off the ground, by the way. Side and close and side and close and side. Ready to change the rhythm for dégages on your right on and down and down. Stretch your knee as much as you can down. Up and down. Left on up and down. Up. Your side glute is helping you keep your turnout. 7 and 8. Sideways. Out and in. And in. Be a little bit precise. In. Out. And in. To the side. In. In. Side. In. Side and in. Relax. Let it all go. Bend your knees and just swing your legs from side to side. Relax your hips a little bit. When you're ready, come back down and find your seated position. We'll do, ooh, I don't understand why I have bridges in here. I might like why? Why do I have bridges in here? Let's do, let's take our band away. If you have a wall nearby, a dresser, or a surface that you can sit against you, we'll do my favorite exercise. I love how like every other exercise, I call them my favorite. You're going to sit against your wall or your dog. No, just kidding. and bring your block in front of you. The whole premise, this is a hip flexor strengthening exercise, and the whole premise of this exercise is that you do not slouch. Um, and pretty much that's it. So you have your legs spread out a little bit. Keep your spine tall. On your inhale, you're going to lift your right leg, hover it on top of the block, and put it down. Ta-da, there you go. And lift and open. And lift and close. And lift and open. Other side, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. You might need to keep on pressing yourself up, and down to no slouch. And up and down. Second setting of your block. And up and down. Flex your foot a lot. Up and down. Use your lower abs. Up and down and up and down. On the left, up and down. Up, sit up very tall. Even stick your bum out if you need to. And down and up and down. Third setting of your block. For those of you who don't know, I'm doing, you know, how when Mario like hops on a block and then a coin floats, that's what it sounds like. And up and oh, Jesus Christ, down. Sorry. Up and down. Up, like that toe, down and up and down. Other side, and up, down, and up, down, up, and down, and up, and down. Take care of your legs. I feel like we didn't do as many this time. Do we want to repeat this exercise? Yes, let's repeat this exercise. Go back to your setting number 1. Yay! Ready? Sitting very tall. Stretch it up and down. Up, down, up, down, up. Other side, and up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Second setting. And whoop, down. Up. Stay sitting very tall. Down and up, down to the left, up, down, up, down, up, down, and up, down. Third setting. And up, down, up, down. Try not to use momentum, by the way. I think I am using a little bit too much momentum. Try to use the strength of your beautiful hip flexor. Last time, up, down on the left side, up, down, up, down, and down. Shake it out. How are we feeling? How are we liking that exercise? Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Give me a thumbs down if you're like, girl, get over yourself. This all of this to take us to Grandpa Man. Go back into your loop or to your band, and we'll just do a cutesy little Grandpa Man, the same way that we did our tandus. The only difference is that with every Grandpa Man, we'll lift our hips off the ground, and when it comes down, once they're together, then they come down together. Yeah. And yes, bring your loop a little bit higher into your thighs. Ready? Bring your hands down onto the ground. Take a nice inhale, a nice exhale. Ready? 7, 8, Grandpa Man all the way up on 1, down 2, and 3, down 4, and 5, down 6, and 7, down 8. Other side on 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Just a quick adjustment. If we want a little bit more challenging, you can bring your loop onto your ankles actually. And that might make it more challenging. Oh yeah, that is definitely more challenging. Do you want to repeat this on the challenging setting? Okay, whoever wants to do challenging, go for it. Whoever doesn't, just repeat this before we go on to the sides. Ready? So the lower your band is, the more challenging it is. Ready? 7 and 8. Going up and down and up and down and up, down and up. Use your lower abs and your hip flexors. Left, up and down. You're still pointing your toes as soon as you lift it. Down, point your toes up and down. Point your toes up and down. Same thing, but to the sides. Ready? 7 and 8. And go out and in and out. Now feel free to go as high as you can or as you want. Out and in and out and in. To the left on. Out and in. Out and in and out and in and out and in. Just to make it even. Again on the right. Out and in. Out in. Out in. Whoa, bless you. Bless you. Out and into the left on. Out in. Out and on. Out and out. Thank you. All right. Shake it out. Bring your feet to the ground. Knock your knees together. Just give it a nice little rest. We're almost done, everyone. Come onto your side. Roll onto your side and then up to a seated position. And we'll just do, great. We'll just come all the way up, but just to make it a little bit nicer, come onto your tabletop and just for funsies, take your cats and cows, anything that you need to before we go up at your own timing. If you want to go a little bit of circles with your hips, you know the drill. Take a moment to relax, connect with your spine, connect with your breath. And when you are ready, tuck your toes under, lift your hips into your down dog. Paddle your feet, wiggle your hips. Walk your feet to your hand and your hand to your feet until you meet in the middle of your mat. Bend your knees a little or a lot. Tuck your tailbone under and start rolling all the way up. Okay, just bring your block into the center of your mat. And we are going to, if you have these sturdier blocks, and if you have 2 of them, you can go ahead and place one on top of the other. Let me just bring another one, because I have like I have 4 of them and 2 of them are propping my camera up. So yeah, if you have the sturdy ones, go for it and stack them one on top of another. And if you have the foam ones, I don't recommend it because they're a little bit too flimsy and they get scary. More like I get scared. Okay. May-chan. Okay, great. Step into your box. Ooh, I haven't done this in a while. I'm decapitated. Okay, first thing that we're going to do, we're just going to let the outer hip drop a little bit. Your one foot is floating, and on this hip, we're just going to dip and let go. I'm pretty sure you've done this with Lily at least one time. Dip and up and dip and up. This is your glute med, and the part that's coming out is your greater trochanter, the tiny little elbow of the femur. All right, everyone, great. Legs, come back into your in. Now your leg is nice and strong and steady, and you're just going to plie in there and stretch. Really making sure that your knee isn't wobbling. If you happen to have a mirror, do it in front of the mirror. It's 100% easier for whatever reason. And we're just doing that, little plies and stretches, really making sure that our knee is going straight to the front and straight. And notice, keep on going. Notice how we are doing plies, which is straight down and up, as opposed to squats or hinges, right? Which is where your cushy just hinges back, right? Continue doing this. And when you're ready, we're going to bring it into your coup de pied. You're on a plie, on coup de pied. Open to the side, only the side leg. In and stretch. And fondu. Open. In and stretch. Fondu. Point your toes onto your ankle. Open. In and stretch. We're going to stay in this one. Fondu. Open. And this time stretch into your retiré. Try to find your balance. If you can do this, which I can see all of you are able to do it, you can 100% do it in class. Notice how your hamstring is helping that leg come a little bit higher, pointing your toes on front or beside or behind your knee. And once you had enough, come back down, shake your legs, take your dance break to shake it all out. Whew. A little samba. Yes, dog girl. You ready for the left? Awesome. If you happen to knock your blocks just like I did, make sure they are perfectly stuck on top of one another. Ready? 7 and 8 and dip and strength and dip and strength. Dip, strengthen and dip and strengthen. Keep on going for a couple more times, a few more times. Once you've had enough, stay on that upright position, flex your other foot, and start your plies. And stretch. And plie. And stretch. Aid yourself with the hamstring, of course. What else is new? And with your quad. This, for those of you who were in the turning workshop, you know how when we're trying to do fouette turns, this is basically the only motion that you do in fouette turns, the bending and stretching of the supporting knee. So this is a great way to work on that. When you're ready, bring your coup de pied in and open in, and then stretch to the front and fondu and open and close and kick. Fondu and open and close and kick and fondu and open and close and kick. Last time, stay there down on your fondu. And when you're ready, slurpee all the way up into your retiré. Arms in front of you. Your leg on your retiré, it's nice and light on your supporting leg. It's not actually digging into your supporting leg. And your toes are nice and pointed and beautiful, everyone. And once you've had enough, come down, get out of there. Give it a nice little shake. Hello, supporting leg. Great. Okay, everyone. Just before a little stretch before we go. Let's go into a wall or a chair if you have it, and let's just do a nice little quad stretch on one side. Same thing for the quad stretch to be more effective. Do thrust your hips forward. Your knees don't have to be together if that is not available to you. And they're often not together if your IT band is a little bit too tight. The IT band is the one that goes beside your knee. Stretch your leg to the front and cross it over your left. Stick your bum out a lot and find that outer hip stretch. You can press against your knee for a little bit more opening. Yeah. Flex your foot a lot. And come back. And let's do the other side. Quad stretch. Watch out with your tushy. Make sure your tailbone is pointing down. You're going to stretch that leg to the front and cross it over your right or your, it's a different variation of threading the needle or like 4-leg number 4 kind of thing. Keep opener. Once you had enough, come out of there, give it a nice little shake, and we're done for today. Woohoo! I think it was a short class, but I think it was mighty, short and mighty. How are we all feeling, everyone? Ooh.
That was super hard, but really good. Yeah. My
I know
legs are
I don't do it.
shaking.
I don't do it often. I think Mary, you were here last time we did it. I remember, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, like months ago.
Awesome, my friends. Thank you so much for being so patient with me, and I hope I'll see you in a yoga class in a bit. If I don't see you, that's all good.
Thank you. See you
Bye.
soon.
Bye,
See
thank
you
you.
next week.